Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that can totally change your financial life, but in a way that's actually simple and not at all scary. I'm talking about the 50/30ths 20 budget rule. Sounds like a secret code, right? But trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be a pro. So, what is this magic rule? It's a super straightforward way to manage your money after taxes. Imagine your paycheck is a pizza. This rule just helps you decide how big each slice should be. Here's the breakdown. 50% of your income goes to your needs, 30% goes to your wants, and the last 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. That's it. 50, 30, 20. Simple, right? Let's dive into the biggest slice first. The 50% for needs. What exactly is a need? These are the absolute must-haves. The things you can't live without. We're talking about your rent or mortgage payment, your utility bills like electricity and water, your groceries, your health insurance, and transportation to get to work. Basically, if you stopped paying for it and your life would get seriously complicated, it's a need. This category forms the foundation of your budget. It's the non-negotiable stuff that keeps a roof over your head and food on your table. It's important to be honest with yourself here. That daily fancy coffee? Probably not a need. A reliable internet connection for your work-from-home job? That could definitely be a need. Alright, moving on to the fun part. The 30% for wants. This is where your personality gets to shine. Wants are all the things that make life enjoyable and interesting, but aren't essential for survival. This includes things like going out to eat at your favorite restaurant, your Netflix and Spotify subscriptions, buying that new video game you beat, Beneling, going to the movies, or planning a weekend trip with friends. It's your hobbies, your entertainment, your personal treats. This 30% is your fun money. It's what keeps you motivated and prevents you from feeling like your budget is a punishment. A budget without room for fun is a budget that's destined to fail. So go ahead, enjoy this slice. You've earned it. Now for the final, and arguably most important slice. The 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is your future, you fund. This is the money that's going to work for you long term. This category covers a few key areas. First, building an emergency fund. This is a stash of cash, usually 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, that can save you if you suddenly lose your job or have an unexpected medical bill. It's your financial safety net. This 20% also goes towards paying off debt, especially high-interest debt, like credit cards or personal loans. The faster you pay these off, the less money you waste on interest. And finally, this is where your long-term savings and investments live. This includes contributing to your retirement accounts, like a 401k or an IRA, or saving up for a big goal like a down payment on a house. This 20% might not be as instantly gratifying as the wants category, but it's what builds true financial security and freedom. It's the slice that buys you peace of mind. Okay, theory is great, but let's see how this works in the real world. Let's meet Sarah. Sarah is a graphic designer. First, her needs, which should be 50% of her income. 50% of $4,000 is $2,000. So, what does that cover for Sarah? Her rent is $1,200. Her utilities, including electricity, water, and internet, come to about $200. She spends around $400 on groceries each month, and her transportation costs for her commute are about $150. If we add all that up, $1,200 plus, $200 plus, $400 plus, $150. That comes to $1,950. Perfect. This is well within her $2,000 budget for needs. She's got a little wiggle room, which is always a good thing. Next up, let's look at Sarah's wants, which gets 30% of her income. 30% of $4,000 is $1,200. This is her monthly budget for fun and lifestyle expenses. So, Sarah loves trying new restaurants with her friends, and she budgets about $300 a month for dining out. She has a gym membership that costs $50. She loves her streaming services, which add up to another $50. She also sets aside $300 for shopping, whether it's for clothes or new tech gadgets. And finally, she puts $500 into a separate travel savings account for her annual vacation. Let's total that up. $300 plus $50 plus $50 plus $300 plus $500 equals $1,200. Exactly on target. Sarah is enjoying her life without overspending. Finally, we have her savings and debt, which is the last 20%. 20% of $4,000 is $800. This is her power move money. Sarah has a student loan, so she makes an extra payment of $300 each month on top of her minimum payment to pay it off faster. The remaining $500 goes directly into a retirement account. So every single month, she's actively reducing her debt and building her long-term wealth. By allocating this $800 consistently, Sarah is setting herself up for a fantastic financial future. So, as you can see from Sarah's example, the 50-30-20th rule provides a clear and balanced framework. It ensures you're covering your essentials, enjoying your life today, and preparing for a secure tomorrow. Now, you might be thinking, my numbers don't look like Sarah's. My rent is way more than 50% of my income, and that's a totally valid point. The 50-30-20 rule is a guideline, not a strict, unbreakable law. If you live in a high cost of living area, your needs might creep up to 60 or even 70%. That's okay. The key is to be aware of it. If your needs are taking up a larger slice of the pie, it means you'll have to adjust the other slices. You might need to reduce your wants category to 20 or 15% for a while. Or maybe you can find creative ways to increase your income, like taking on a side hustle. The beauty of this rule is its flexibility. You can adapt it to your unique situation. The goal is to be intentional with your money. Instead of getting to the end of the month and wondering where all your money went, you're telling your money where to go. You are in control. So, your homework, if you choose to accept it, is to try this out. Track your spending for 1 month. You can use an app, a spreadsheet, or just a good old-fashioned notebook. Figure out your after-tax income, and then categorize all your spending into needs, wants, and savings. See how your current spending stacks up against the 50-30-20 guideline. You might be surprised by what you find. It's a real eye-opener. This is the first step towards taking control of your financial destiny. It's not about restriction. It's about empowerment. It's about creating a life where you're not stressed about money, and you can focus on what truly matters to you. I hope this breakdown was helpful. If you have any questions or want to share your own budgeting tips, please drop them in the comments below. I love reading them and learning from you all. And if you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on personal finance made simple. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.